Have you ever wondered how your credentials are kept safe when you log into a network? Well, the answer might just be a three-headed dog from Greek mythology. No, not an actual dog, but a security protocol named after it, Kerberos. Designed to protect your credentials, Kerberos works like a digital guardian, ensuring your passwords stay out of reach from potential threats lurking in the insecure realms of networks. So, how does it do this? It's all about a centralized authentication server. Think of it as a bouncer at a club, checking IDs and only allowing authorized individuals in. This authentication server performs the crucial task of verifying your credentials when you attempt to log into your account. It's like a safety checkpoint that keeps a watchful eye on who comes and goes, ensuring only the authorized get access. But it's not just about granting access. Kerberos also makes sure that this process is secure. It's like the bouncer not just checking your ID, but also escorting you safely inside. Now, you might be wondering, how did Kerberos come into existence? Well, it was developed back in the 1980s at MIT, and since then, it has been the go-to choice for organizations seeking a secure authentication solution. It's not just popular, it's versatile too. Kerberos is implemented in a variety of security and alternative authentication systems such as SSH, POP, and SMTP. And it doesn't just stop at authentication. Kerberos also offers AAA security. That's authentication, authorization, and accounting. Despite the leaps and bounds in technology since its creation, Kerberos has remained relevant and secure. Of course, like any system, it's not impervious to threats, but that's a story for another time. So, that's the basic idea behind Kerberos. But how does it achieve this level of security? At the heart of Kerberos is the Key Distribution Center, or KDC. This might sound like a complicated term, but it's really not. The KDC is essentially the heart and soul of the Kerberos protocol, the bridge between the user and the network. But what does it do? And why is it so important in ensuring network security? Let's find out. The KDC is a centralized authentication server that has one primary function: to validate and authenticate user identities. Imagine you're at a party and the bouncer at the door checks your invitation to make sure you're an invited guest. That's essentially what the KDC does, but in a digital context. When a user wants to access a network resource, they send a request to the KDC, kind of like knocking on the network's door. The KDC then checks the credentials, just like the bouncer checking the invitation. If the credentials are valid, the KDC gives the user a ticket, which is simply a piece of data encrypted with a secret key known only to the KDC and the network resource. This ticket is the user's pass to access the network resource. Now, the beauty of this system is that the user's password is never sent across the network. Instead, what is sent is the ticket, which can only be decrypted by the network resource using the secret key. This means that even if a malicious actor intercepts the ticket, they won't be able to use it to gain access. Furthermore, the KDC maintains a record of all authenticated sessions. This record keeping is essential for maintaining network security and ensuring that any unauthorized access can be swiftly identified and addressed. So, the KDC is like a trusted third party that both the user and the network trust to validate identities. It's the gatekeeper, the bouncer, the guardian of the network. Its role in the Kerberos protocol is crucial, ensuring that only authorized users can access network resources, keeping our digital world secure. But how does the KDC verify these identities? The answer lies in symmetric key cryptography. Now, let's dive a bit deeper into this. Symmetric key cryptography is a method of encryption where the same key is used for both the encryption and the decryption of the data. Think of it like a lock and key scenario. You use the same key to lock the door and then again to unlock it. This is the same principle that Kerberos uses to protect user credentials. In the context of Kerberos, when a user logs in, their password is used to generate a symmetric key. This key is then used to encrypt the user's credentials before they're sent over the network. When the KDC receives these encrypted credentials, it uses its own copy of the user's symmetric key to decrypt them. If the decryption is successful, the KDC can confirm that the user is indeed who they claim to be. This might raise a question. How does the KDC have a copy of the user's symmetric key? Well, when a user account is created, Kerberos generates a symmetric key based on the user's password. This key is securely stored within the KDC. Each time a user logs in, their password is used to regenerate the symmetric key, which is then used to encrypt their credentials. The beauty of symmetric key cryptography in Kerberos is that the user's password never actually travels across the network. This significantly reduces the risk of it being intercepted and misused. Instead, it's the symmetric key derived from the password that's used for authentication. So, symmetric key cryptography is not just a tool for encryption and decryption, it's a mechanism that maintains the confidentiality and integrity of user credentials, ensuring that only authorized users can access the network resources they're entitled to. This is why symmetric key cryptography is such a crucial part of Kerberos. It plays a fundamental role in the protocol's ability to protect user identities from potential threats. So symmetric key cryptography is the backbone of the secure identity validation process in Kerberos. Now, let's put it all together and see how Kerberos works in a real-world scenario. Imagine you're a user trying to log into a network. As you enter your credentials, Kerberos swings into action. Your password is converted into a secret key, which is kept safely on your side. This is your first interaction with the magic of symmetric key cryptography, where the same key is used for encryption and decryption. Next, your system sends a request to the Key Distribution Center, or KDC, for a ticket-granting ticket, affectionately known as the TGT. The KDC verifies your identity, but remember, it doesn't need your password for this. Instead, the KDC uses your secret key, which is derived from your password, to encrypt the TGT. This TGT is your golden ticket, your passport to the network resources you need. But the journey doesn't end there. Once you have the TGT, you request specific service tickets from the KDC. These service tickets are like keys to different doors within a building, each one granting you access to a particular network resource. The KDC issues these service tickets, which are encrypted using the TGT. Your system then decrypts the service tickets using the TGT and sends them to the network resources you want to access. These resources, known as service servers, validate the tickets and, if all is well, grant you access. Throughout this process, your password is never sent across the network, keeping it safe from prying eyes. Kerberos also ensures that the tickets cannot be used by anyone else. Even if someone intercepts a ticket, they cannot use it without the corresponding secret key. This fascinating process happens every time you log into a Kerberos protected network. It's a well-choreographed dance of cryptography and secure communication, all designed to keep your credentials safe and secure. And that is how Kerberos ensures that only authorized users get access to network resources. So, what have we learned about Kerberos? Well, we've journeyed through the labyrinth of Kerberos, a security protocol designed to protect user credentials in the vast expanse of insecure networks. We've seen how it offers a centralized authentication server, a veritable gatekeeper that verifies credentials and permits only authorized users to securely log into their accounts. We've delved into the origins of Kerberos, developed at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the 1980s, and traced its trajectory to becoming a popular choice for organizations worldwide seeking a secure authentication solution. We've unlocked the mystery of the Key Distribution Center, the KDC, that central hub of Kerberos, which authenticates and validates user identities. The KDC, we've learned, is the heart of the Kerberos system, ensuring that network resources are accessed only by those who are authorized. We've illuminated the role of symmetric key cryptography in Kerberos, a brilliant use of mathematical principles to create secure, unguessable keys. This is the magic behind the scenes, the code that keeps the bad guys out and the good guys in. We've also looked at how Kerberos is implemented in alternative authentication systems such as SH, POP, and SMTP, further expanding its reach and showcasing its versatility. But we've also acknowledged that Kerberos, like any system, is not invincible. There are potential threats that could compromise its security, and it's important to stay vigilant and proactive in countering these threats. So in essence, we've seen how Kerberos provides that AAA security, authentication, authorization, and accounting, maintaining order and security in the otherwise chaotic world of network resources. In a world where data security is paramount, understanding protocols like Kerberos is crucial. Stay safe, stay secure. Until next time.